2017 kicked off in Barcelona, and after the winter break, everybody was desperate to get racing and see who'd done their homework in the holidays. Timo Scheider was looking rapid and topped the table after 4 rounds of qualifying. Come the final, it was reigning champ Mattias Ekström who was on pole and in control entering the first corner. Battles raged behind, but the title defence had started in style. Round 2 and the windswept hills of northern Portugal were jam-packed with fans. A puncture for Solberg opened the door for Ekström to take the lead, but he was being hounded by a rampant Sebastian Loeb. Ekström held his nerve to take the win, but he left knowing he was in a fight this campaign. Round 3 Hockenheim. This venue always delivers hard action, and some struggle to keep it on the track, but not Ekström. He metronomically sliced his way to the front row for the final and then banged in the fastest lap of the day to make it 3 from 3 in Germany. Ekström was fresh out of friends as RX hit Belgium. The paddock was on the hunt and the champion was a marked man. In Semi-2, the Solberg-Bakkerud rivalry began to simmer again, and come the final, it boiled over. This is a grudge that won't give up. Timmy Hansen was leading the race before a puncture robbed him of a chance of the win. Kristoffersson slipped through on the last lap to take the VW team's maiden victory. Rallycross celebrated its 50th birthday at the birthplace of the sport, Lydden Hill. It was a weekend packed with memories and emotion, and capped by a dominant victory for Petter Solberg, who hadn't visited the top step for 16 rounds. Round 6 and the screams of hell rang out as Kristoffersson's foot got crushed under a car in Norway. Semi 1 and the battle of the Norwegians erupted on home soil. Bakkerud elbowed Solberg wide in the joker. Solberg missed the cut and knew who to blame.
I don't know how words. I'm so disappointed, in Norway, and second time in Norway, he pushed me off the road.
Now running on pure adrenaline and with a suspected fracture, Kristoffersson exited the joker to cement his lead and take a valiant victory. As 40,000 plus fans descended on the remote Swedish town of Hollius, the annual RX party got started. Kristoffersson was on it from the very start and was untouchable all the way to the final flag. 7 finals, 6 podiums and 3 wins gave him a sizable championship lead and a massive mental advantage over his crushed opposition. Round 8 and the championship left Europe for the first time this season for Canada and the Trois Rivières circuit. The VW team outfit continued their unstoppable charge with a Kristoffersson-Solberg 1-2 in Quebec. Over the weekend, 70,000 fans came to worship the French demigod Sebastian Loeb on his home track in Loillac, and he didn't disappoint, setting the pace on day 1. In the final, Kristoffersson again set the standard, and after a spin from Hansen, Loeb was in hot pursuit. But nothing could stop the championship leader taking a record 4th World RX victory in succession. It was title time in Latvia. Kristoffersson knew he could wrap up the championship, but he also knew it wasn't going to be easy. The weekend hotted up quickly for Timo Scheider, who amazingly made it back out for Sunday. Solberg was also on fire, setting the pace on pole for Semi 1, but the first corner ended all that. The massive impact broke his ribs and collarbone, but not his resolve. The double World RX champion instantly vowed to be back racing at the Estering. His teammate Kristoffersson kept his focus on the title and did what he has done best this year: win. And win in style, wrapping up both the Drivers' and Teams' Championships in one shot. An epic day for PSRX Volkswagen Team Sweden. Round 11 Estering, and just 4 days before he arrived, Solberg was in an operating theatre. That and some bespoke body armour saw him ready to race in Germany. In the most heroic performance of the year, Solberg showed why he's a legend, lining up on pole for the final. Ekström was alongside him, and as they exited the infamous first corner, Ekström was in the lead, which he held to the line to take his 4th win of the year. World RX made history heading to Africa for the first time, and under the shadow of Table Mountain, the Cape Town fans were treated to a blockbuster season finale. It was Kristoffersson who capped his year with a record 7th victory, a fitting end for the new FIA World Rallycross Champion.